So I was just talking about what the developments that we're seeing with down the road, the college football playoff, and how that may interface with schools like Clemson. Now, I'm not saying if Clemson goes undefeated, they're not going to make the college football playoff. But if they keep having close shaves with this ACC schedule, and then you see other schools that are running the table creeping up, is there a possible scenario you think where Clemson could go undefeated and not make the playoff?
Here's what I would say to that. I would say probably not, only because I go with the theory that if you look at sort of even the recent history of college football, you generally don't get that many undefeated teams. So it's not necessarily because I think if there are 6 undefeated teams at the end, Clemson could get, or 4 or 5, let's say, Clemson could get nudged out. Like, that's conceivable. But what I would tell you is very rarely do you even have what you got last year when you had 3 undefeated Power 5 teams, and I'll include Notre Dame in that. So what I would tell you is history suggests there's going to be enough losses to go around. Oklahoma will stumble. Ohio State might stumble. The SEC teams will pick each other off. That what you'll end up with is Clemson being one of a couple of undefeated teams. Where Clemson could get in trouble is if they were to have a loss, and now all of a sudden it becomes a beauty contest of 1-loss teams, which I think is more likely than a beauty contest of 0-loss teams. If you have a beauty contest of 1-loss teams and they're playing in the weakest conference and they have a loss to BC or, NC State, then that becomes a problem for Clemson, because we saw the last couple of years with Ohio State. The reason why Ohio State got knocked out of the playoff mix the last couple of years is losing to unranked teams, losing to Purdue last year, losing to Iowa the year before.